at Pangani Special School in Nakuru. Today, we shine a light on autism, exploring the unique experiences, challenges, and incredible strengths of individuals on the spectrum. This platform allows us to gain deeper insight into their world, the support they need, and the role we all play in fostering an inclusive and understanding society. As we engage with these powerful stories, let us open our hearts and minds to the message of acceptance, empowerment, and advocacy. Every child deserves the opportunity to thrive, and together we can build a community that embraces diversity and ensures that no one is left behind.
Autism spectrum disorder, ASD, is a lifelong condition that impacts how a person perceives the world, interacts with others, and processes information. It is characterized by challenges in social communication, restricted interests, and repetitive behaviors. The exact cause of autism is not fully understood, but research suggests a combination of genetic and environmental factors, including certain gene mutations and family history can increase the likelihood of ASD. Prenatal exposure to toxins, infections, or complications during pregnancy may play a role. Neurological factors, differences in brain structure and function are observed in autistic individuals. Autism symptoms usually appear before the age of 3. The symptoms can range from mild to severe and often include a. Social and communication challenges. Difficulty understanding social cues, such as facial expressions and body language. Challenges in making eye contact or engaging in conversations. Limited interest in social interactions or difficulty forming friendships. Preference for solitude over group activities. Delayed speech development or complete absence of speech. Repetitive behaviors and restricted interests. Engaging in repetitive movements, rocking, hand flapping, spinning. Adhering to strict routines and struggling with changes. Deep interest in specific topics or objects. Unusual sensory responses, e.g., hypersensitivity to noise, light, or textures. Autism is now categorized under a single diagnosis, autism spectrum disorder, ASD. However, it was previously classified into different subtypes, including Asperger's syndrome, a high-functioning autism with normal language skills but difficulty in social interactions. Pervasive developmental disorder not otherwise specified, PDD denotes milder symptoms that do not fully meet the criteria for classic autism. Childhood disintegrative disorder, a rare condition where a child loses previously acquired skills. Autism is diagnosed through behavioral assessments, developmental screenings, and standardized tests conducted by professionals such as pediatricians, psychologists, and speech therapists. Common diagnostic tools include the Autism Diagnostic Observation Schedule, ADOS. The Autism Diagnostic Interview Revised, ADIR. The Modified Checklist for Autism in Toddlers, MCHAT. There is no cure for autism, but early intervention and therapy can improve quality of life. Common approaches include behavioral and developmental therapies. Applied behavior analysis, ABA, encourages positive behaviors and discourages harmful behaviors. Speech therapy helps with language development and communication skills. Occupational therapy assists with motor skills and sensory processing. Social skills train.
deputy teacher Bangani Special School. Yeah, in Bangani Special School, we have so many categories of learners. We have learners with Down syndrome, others with cerebral palsy. Those ones also which are muscle dystrophy. We also have learners who are autistic, and majorly autistic learners have their own way of behavior. Just comparing with other learners, autistic learners do not have that social interaction with other learners. So those are the learners or the categories of the learners we have in our school. Our school meets the uniqueness of our autistic children in that we take care of their diet so that we may also see to it that the hyperactivity in them are reduced. Sometimes also in our school, we to be independent in future because our major aim is to help them acquire skills and knowledge. The only challenge we have with them is that they don't have that eye contact. Some of them also the span of whatever they they don't have that concentration. The concentration span is so poor, but we help them. The moment this child learns, you will find that even they will have that urge of continuing doing their activities by themselves. So when you find that they have a certain uh, love for a certain activity, you will find that this child will do it to perfection. So we just help them and also.
I'm Deborah Naiku. I'm a caregiver. I work at Pangani Special School. It's located in Nakuru, sub-county Flamingo.
I'm Kelvin Ebe, a caregiver by profession. I work at Pangani, located at Nakuru.
I'm Sharon Jepkurui. I'm a caregiver by profession. I work at Pangani Special School located in Nakuru.
My name is Joyce Wanjiku. I am a special needs teacher by profession. I work in Pangani Special School located in Nakuru, Town East. It is really engaging because the learners have to be provided support, which includes activities of daily living, such as feeding them, toileting them, wheeling them, and also making them move around the school. So it's really, really engaging, and you also have to understand the learners because they are also intellectually challenged. So you have to understand the learners so that you provide the services that will enable them be in the school setup.
Our responsibility is to ensure that they are well taken off, they are given their meal on time, they are changed their diapers on time, to ensure that everything, they are not brain damaged in any way. We have to make sure that they are very okay, they are taken well care of, and all that.
Then do some activities such as beading, and we help them on how to bead and make the things they make, like the bracelets and everything.
You have to learn how to punish them because they have to be under instruction. So for example, if you tell a learner to move from one point to another and they are capable and they can't, you can even handle a cane and pretend you want to beat them. And when you do so, you instill that fear of not following instruction, and therefore they will follow instruction. So generally what you do, you have ways of how to enable them to follow instruction and to do an assigned task, of which the task that is assigned, they are capable of doing it. A nurse in the school, we have a clinical officer and such team. So in case of a collapse, we do them first aid so that they regain their momentum. So we have many ways. For example, if they injure themselves, we have first aid whereby we will do and enable them not to continue bleeding.
We encourage the positive behaviors by appreciating them. When the child, you notice that does something that is positive, you encourage them by giving them a gift, or even say you congratulate them by just saying congratulations, and just use those terms that the child feel appreciative. That's how we encourage them. Tools that we use to support them, we use communication. There are those ones who doesn't hear. We use sign language. Some of them understand sign language, some of them listen to read. So we just encourage them by sign language. There's a way they communicate.
Okay, we also have something called theme colored board sign, whereby those people who are not able to communicate, they may be having recessive language, but they don't have the expressive language. So you can take even a chart that is called theme colored board sign. When you use that chart, you will point, for example, if the learner wants to go to the toilet, you will point to the toilet, and the learner will respond maybe by nodding the head or even just tinkling the eye. So what you do, so that you can understand how they communicate, you make sure that you keep contact with the learner. The eye contact, you check on how the learner responds positively or negatively, so as to enable communication.
The aggressive autistic children, we calm them by, when you notice that a child is autistic, that means she is hyper. When she's hyper, we take them to a dark room, we close them there, then you turn on a smooth music, and leave them by the, you just put one child in there, then you leave the child on his or her own there. The child will come slowly and become sober again. No, it's not a torture because the room has some lights. We use these lights like